Good afternoon. My name is Julian Wright, and I'm very excited to talk to you all and help you learn a little bit more about the Tennessee Educator License Program here for Hamilton County Schools. If you are one of those individuals who may hold a bachelor's degree and you're wondering what exactly can I do to transition from where I am to becoming an educator, I'm very happy to help you learn a little bit more about those steps, which certifications you can receive, the renew dates on those, but also the benefits of working and joining this program. As Hamilton County Schools, professionals work to develop the requisite skills in leadership. We look forward to telling you all about the important pieces that can help you transition from where you are to becoming an educator in Hamilton County Schools. I first want to talk to you all about the educator license types. There's going to be a few, so we'll take our time and walk through them. I want you to know when it comes to becoming a teacher and the teaching opportunities in Tennessee schools, there's going to be two types of license types for you. One is going to be the practitioner license, which is an initial 3-year license that you applicants can retrieve if you are holding a bachelor's degree and you are enrolled or have completed a program that is certified by the State Board of Education. The thing that you want to remember about the practitioner is that the practitioner license can only be renewed once. So even though you may be an educator, even though with this certification, you have the ability to add additional endorsements, if you want to work or renew it more than once, then it's probably best for you to look into the professional license teaching program. This is, instead of a 3-year, it's going to be a 6-year program, giving teachers the opportunity who also have been approved by educator programs. This is going to make sure, A, that these people are meeting the minimum requirements at a practitioner level, but this is also an opportunity for you to add additional endorsements as well. The good thing is the professional license, unlike the practitioner license, is renewable continuously. Second, I want to talk to you all about the occupational teacher program. That practitioner occupational is also a 3-year license that can be issued to those applicants who meet those endorsement requirements by the state board. What's going to be important to recognize with that occupational teacher program is that the practitioner occupational license can be renewed only once, kind of like the practitioner license for teaching was a second ago. But there is also, in addition, a professional occupational pathway as well. That one is a 6-year license and is going to be focusing on the professional development based on the coursework covering the professional education standards. We can make sure that you obtain that certification as well. This license, the 6-year professional occupational, is in fact renewable. So if you're thinking about doing it continuously, this would definitely be the route that you would want to go. But let's say I want to work in schools, but I don't necessarily want to teach. And that's understandable. That is definitely understandable. But that is why we also have school services personnel. These are opportunities for you to provide services for students outside of instruction. So you can be a counselor. This counts for psychologists, also counts for those that want to go into working in social work within those high schools. Educational interpreters are also going to be important, as well as those language pathologists, all of which are associated with the school services personnel license. You can get, of course, a practitioner, as we talked about, which is going to be that 3-year license associated with that program. It can be renewed once as well. Or you can get the professional license, which is a 6-year delegation, and it can be renewed. So if you are one of those people, you know you want to go into school counseling, you know you want to do it for more than 3 years, maybe social work, educational interpreting, professional license, that 6-year license that's issued to the applicants is going to be renewable. In addition to those school service personnel positions, There's also going to be some instructional leader positions as well. So one of those, you may be seeing it known as ILLA, is known as Instructional Leader License Aspiring. This is a 3-year instructional leadership license as well, and it allows you to serve in the educator role as an assistant principal, but it is not renewable. So the ILLA is not renewable, but the Instructional Leadership License, ILL, is also a 3-year license issued, but it is renewable. So you want to make sure the difference, ILLA, not renewable, but the ILL, Instructional Leadership License, is in fact renewable. There is also Instructional Leadership License Professional, known as ILLP. This one, unlike the 3-year programs, is a 6-year instructional leadership license that is issued to the educators. And the ILLP is also, in fact, renewable. So there is a lot of different opportunities, but most importantly, there is a little more on your behalf. I think it's good now to pause and kind of talk about those benefits. Why are these important? Why are these opportunities coming about, and why are we putting so much emphasis on putting great teachers in Hamilton County schools? It's important to know that there are a lot of accolades that go into Hamilton County schools, especially those benefits and those accolades that are going to be associated with the success through these programs and these schools. For instance, CSA got a Magnet Award. CSLA has a Magnet School of Distinction Award. There are so many opportunities, and there are so many places doing great things in Hamilton County. And this is why putting these newly trained and certified professionals in this spot is extremely important and beneficial for those students going forward. There is also going to be a permit to hire certification, okay? So this is a little different than those that we've talked about, but we'll go into a little detail, okay? This means that you can have a permit to hire an applicant, so as yourself, for an academic endorsement, okay? If you hold that bachelor's degree. This means you can be a director of schools. This means that the school district or the public charter school, if they are unable to fit somebody in a role, can receive a permit to fill that role where vacancies are. If these vacancies exist, that means there is opportunity for you to go in and be an effective educator. There's also going to be Junior Reserves Officers Training Corps, so JROTC, okay? The JROTC license is a 5-year license, and it is of course based upon military, but the certification and preparation is going to be given by the branch of military approving the teacher's placement, okay? So the JROTC license is renewable, in fact. So I want to make sure that that is definitely a key component on top of your brain. When we're thinking about these certifications, it's also very important to note that you can add accolades. So if you want to do a little bit more than just the certification, we are very excited to help you do that. The most important thing being that creating healthy and effective teachers is the mission of Hamilton County Schools. Utilizing these new teachers to develop the skill set to be effective where they are for those individuals and those students. So we look forward to helping you get into these programs, learn more about these programs, but also to develop the professional skill set to go out and be effective with these students across the county.